Why are we protesting? Why would we spoil our image? Why would we scare investors? What if we forget the fighting? Make we build our country. Focus on education. Provide better material. What about the sanitation? What about the health center? For your love, I'm ready. Break it down slowly. But we take it down. Anywhere you want to go. I said, I love you so. Follow anywhere you go. I will do anything for you. Anything for you. Anything for you. I will do anything for you. What I'm for you. What I'm for you. Let's say fire, classic, no fire, she knows the man. I'm where you are. I'm where you are. I'm say fire, sexy, no fire, she knows the man. I'm where you are. I'm where you are. I represent everyone you go. I'm happy, I'm already saying. Go anywhere you go, I got you. Anything for you. Anything for you. STMW. If I kill, you know what the lonely starters need. Oh, say lover. But I like it when you do But I like it when you Girl, I like the way you do it, mama. I just want you to be mine. I want you to be mine and take it easy on me, baby. I just want you to shout it, baby. I like the way you want.
This is Real Music Studio. If you are just tuning in, this is Real Music Studio right here in the West United States of America. And today we will be doing it just like this. Is an upcoming artist in Liberia by the name of C.kizz Interview today. And gracing this interview is Honorable James Yormie EA, a tax consultant right there in Minnesota, the Twin City. But we're going to pause it a little bit before we can get these two individual coming on to our platforms. If you are just tuning in, we are asking you to kindly share this work. Share it right now because your fans are not our fans, and our fans are not your fans. Share it right now. Upcoming artist community, wake up. At the look of things, we have been getting some information that Star Densky is facing a lot of difficulties, and maybe C.kizz will not be in studio today to grace this interview. But real music does not say any upcoming artists, whether C.kizz is in studio or not, we will still move on and change the entire interview to focus on the honorable man. If C.kizz does not come to the interview changes, focusing directly on the honorable man, James Yormie. Wheresoever you are monitoring this interview or this podcast from, we are asking you to please share this work because your fans are not our fans and our fans are not your fans. This is Real Music Studio right here in Delaware State, United States of America. Coming live on your phone screen. This is Realpapa.
Children, education is important. Our mothers are crying for justice. The children are crying for justice. Saying a moolah, politician saying a moolah. Saying a moolah, politician saying a moolah. It's time to come together as one family.
We are in prayer with upcoming artist based in Liberia by the name of Star Densky and his management team. C.kizz and his management team, they are facing some real difficulties right now. They may not be in studio with us today, but if they come to studio, we'll welcome them also. Let's keep those people in our prayers.
You got to get with the United States. I got to get with the white community. I got to get with the one man the street. We love the funk of the Kumbakaki. She want to come close every other day. She got to come.
This one is from a little baby.
No for another day.
Superstar coming up right there in Monrovia, Liberia. A Lolo baby.
We money into that pressure. I love it, the baby don't want that. It's a young kid who live at the bar. We go back at the block of Mokisa. We go money when I want a teacher. I will show you how to dance for your teacher. Teacher, teacher. Hola. I love it, sit to me. I love it, sit to me. I love it, sit to me. Hola. I love it, sit to me. Girl, you the baddest chick, I love is passionate. Can tell me how you really feel, I gotta package it. Making analysis and show me what you're hiding. It ain't hard for me to notice when you're lying. Trying to get up inside, I can break it out, touch shit. Take my time to give you every second. Let's just selection, you the one for me. Your body perfection, I need your company. So both easy, don't tease me. Promise you won't break this heart from the million pieces. La, you know that I want sure. Hate to see you go, but another one should you leave me. Give me the love and the flow like a ocean. Play me and put them like a take my potion. Nobody is searching for your potion. I am a man that live with conscience. I want to go after the potion. You know the things that will make that decision. I want to make my love better. Everything I want, I take for you to protect you. You want to run fast, don't get you. Sing my song, everything get you. I'm so clean, but inside you. So many things with the concern you. So many things with the concern you. Come on, you get.
This is upcoming artist promotion season 1, and we are in the final week. We will keep promoting upcoming artists, dusting their songs up and putting them on the shelf for people to listen to them. We need to give attention to upcoming artists globally.
Find it, come close, come show, but I know, find it, come close, come show, but I know, baby.
Making number 1 this week is Fazul Music from Senegal. Fazul, a superstar in the making.
Just know it, bro. No, let you do baby. Give me your hand, name them polygon. And next son of a queen, and son of baby. Let's step out with it done, dada. My V, say baby. Say more, baby. Frame on, did the baby. Tell me, in the bugger. Yola, the bugger. This what I say, fine, classic, your body, a bitch, she knows it, man. I'm who you are. I gotta say fine, sexy, the fire, bitch, you know, say man, I kill, I'm who you are. I'm who you are. Mama, this time I'm steady. For your love, I'm ready. Ready, I'm ready.
Anytime from now, we will be inviting our honorable man into studio. As I'm speaking right now, the honorable man is blinking in the studio software. now on my screen, I'm seeing the honorable man. Honorable James Yormie is in studio right now. And we'll be touching base with him to get his opinion on the upcoming artist community and other businesses associated with the upcoming artist community. Mr. James Yormie, you have to get away from your monitor or turn down your monitor for the feedback. Mr. James Yormie, welcome to studio.
Thank you so much, Mr. Isaac Don.
So this is a real music studio right here in the state of Delaware, and we have been engaged with a lot of upcoming artist promotion. And the studio is more working for people that are around the world who the world have forgotten. And they are people that will be benefiting to a global economy if the world gives them attention. Let's take a couple of songs and then we'll get into discussing those songs and giving analysis of how these people should be treated as human, even though they are human, but they are not treated like human. People have forgotten them. The world is forgetting them. These people will come up with career, and the career will die down because people will not pay attention to them. We are here to dig those songs up, to dig their talent up, clean it up, and put it on the shelf. So let's take a couple of songs. Then I will come back to you for you to introduce yourself and tell people who you are and what you stand for. Let's take some from one other artist based in Liberia called King Groove. Let's take his song. And the song is more like conscientizing young people in Liberia who are engaged into politics.
I'm from a place where the people just hate, just they call them it, hey. Don't run for your country, don't run for your people. All the one is the power, all the one is. Why are we fighting? Why are we protesting? Why would they spoil our image? Why would they scare investors? What if we forget the fighting? Help we build our country. Focus on education. Provide better material. What about the sanitation? What about the health sector?
Shout out to Steven from Germany. The Soul Brother Woo.
One shot for the woman.
Management.
One shot for the father. What it was on the street was a different. Just the name you gon' win. So dirty. Why the teacher? That fuck's a teacher. So
Honorable James, welcome, sir.
Thank you again.
So let's get into a little bit of discussion. Like, we have been making a lot of noise on the internet about who we are as platform, what we stand for, and what we are doing. And we are getting people like you on this platform to grace our interviews. Who are you?
Okay, thank you very much. Again, my name is James Yormie. I am a typical Liberian, born and raised in Liberia, and went to school, high school, elementary, and even college in Liberia. And then I moved over to the US sometime back the end of 2010. And in the US, currently I live in the state of Minnesota.
We have nothing to say but to welcome you and open our arms to you. We regret of not having the upcoming artist that was scheduled for you to meet with, to talk to encourage, to give them that influential power. The upcoming artist management is facing a lot of difficulties with a family member that is currently admitted at the hospital, and the upcoming artist is uh, caregiving to that or family member in the hospital. And I can't trade that. I can't force that for that upcoming artist to be in studio right now. I'd rather him go and provide care and services to that family member that is so important to them than they come into studio. So for that reason, we will forgive that upcoming artist and we'll focus on taking this interview strictly to you right now. What do you say about that?
Okay, that's fine. We all live in America, and here you always hear family comes first. So if our guest is not available because of a family issue, it's something that they have already communicated with you, and we understand that very well. I know the promotion has been ongoing for the past 2 weeks, so if he has emergency, like you said, that's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and it's a good idea to pay attention to your family first. So yes, we can still carry on the show in his absence. And again, I want to say thank you for this opportunity.
You are welcome, Honorable James Yormie. So right now, the war is mourning. The war is seriously mourning. The war is bereaved. The war is saddened by the passing of uh, the United Kingdom Queen, Queen Elizabeth. Looking at Queen Elizabeth from way back, our upbringing, Queen Elizabeth was one of those people that will really study in schools around the world. And a few days ago, she passed. My sincere condolence to the royal family in the United Kingdom and around the world, people around the world, countries that are associated with their government system. My sincere condolences coming up from Real Music Studio, staff backstage, and everyone. We just so sorry that we lost the Queen. Honorable Yormie, what will you say to how we look at the Queen in general?
Okay, thank you so much, Isaac. Before I get into that, let me first of all uh, go back to our introduction. I really want to take this time to say thank you to you and your team for the initiative that you have started for our upcoming artists. It is something that when I saw you and I started following the activities and we started having conversation about it, I was like, wow, um, where is this brilliant idea coming from? So I really want to take this time to thank you for that. This is thing that we need to do in our community. There are a lot of our upcoming artists. It could be even in the world of sport in Liberia. There are a lot of kids out there that are really really good, and they need this kind of promotion for them to be able to be encouraged, and that the rest of the world will see them and follow them, and who knows, and through what you are doing for them today, somebody could come up and say, oh well, I didn't know that we have this artist coming up, and we see that they have a brighter future when it comes to what they want to do, and they start to support them. So this is not anything little that you have started, and I want to say thank you so much for that.
You're welcome,
So,
Honorable. You're welcome. You're welcome. And we are happy that we are gaining recognition, even as small as it is. We are really, really appreciative to people like you who are giving us attention and even taking your time, volunteering along with us to
all right.
give upcoming artists around the world, globally, attentions.
Okay.
So let's go back to where I started from
Mhm.
the Queen.
Yeah.
What do you know about the Queen?
All right. So, I mean, like you said earlier, this is a queen that we learned about in high school, elementary. Let me say from the beginning, when you study in civics and form of government, and you come to history, and you will learn about different form of government. You will learn about the monarchy, and always the first example that they will show on monarchy is the British system, and they will always, they will always talk about the Queen Elizabeth, and coming all our kids, when you hear those names, you just feel like they were not from Earth. So and then we if we go back to Liberian history, the Queen visited Liberia. I may not be exact with the year. It was in the 60s, and it was something that was great for Liberia that the Queen Elizabeth will pick Liberia to visit. I was following some historicity about her. She visited countries, and Liberia was one of those. So it was an opportunity for us, and the relationship we built with the Queen and the British people through that, it has helped us a lot. So this Queen has been someone very influential in the world at large. So I mean, we really regret and mourn her death today. It was very shocking when I came from work. I turned my TV on right away, and then I saw that. I was like, and since then I've been following the news, on BBC and stuff like that. So yes, it's somebody that we learn about in school, and she was always an example, given by the teacher. As soon as you talk about monarchy, form of government, they would always talk about the British Queen Elizabeth.
Thank you so much for giving us uh, I will call that analysis, because you analyze it very, very well, how the Queen visited Liberia and other countries around the world, and her profane humanity to society. Thank you very much, Honorable James Yormie. Before we can move on to another segment, let's take one more. Let's take one music. I want you to listen to the music carefully. I want you to give me your sincere analysis of this music, and I want you to talk to the artist directly, because this artist is online. This artist is listening. This artist will come back to me tomorrow and say thank you to Honorable James Yormie. Listen to this song. It's for 70 on.
Okay.
I so eat up it up. Yo. Mom dope. The country dope. Goddamn, you got me. Do you get it? Yeah. Save the children. Do you get it? Yeah. Do you get it? Yeah. Let's think about the children, find a better place for them. We need to make them happy. I hope you understand. Separate from the street, man, give them food to eat. You know they are the great leaders of tomorrow. Let's give them happiness, man, wipe away their sorrows together. As one shiny weekend, we decide. Reach peace to the young so that they can unite. Never segregate them. Yeah, shut them up, life, please dedicate them. Don't use such a word for them, motivate them. You know they have been struggling for too long. I don't want to see the children die young. All I want to see them live and stand strong. I got passion for the kids. That's my kid. So you got me? Mom dope. The country hope. I am it. Yeah. Save the children. Do you get it? Yeah. Do you get it?
Honorable James Yormie, this artist is from Sierra Leone, female, feature another Sierra Leonean artist, and this song was sent to me by their manager from Germany. And I talked to the manager, Steven Muller, a German professional, retired military personnel. And he said, this girl is somebody I want you to pay attention to. This girl is somebody like if you put your hand around and become a superstar for Africa. Looking at that statement from somebody from Germany who is not Liberian, who is not even an African, managing African white men, what will you say to that female artist from Sierra Leone and to his management team from Germany? What will you say to them?
All right. To that female artist from Sierra Leone, I want to say thank you and congratulations on the step that you are taking in the music industry. I listened to the song and I listened keenly. I heard, messages about like advocacy. She's talking about children and what we should do for the children and all that. So that's one thing. She has a message in that song. That's something that captured my attention. So I mean, mostly you listen to some songs, you listen keenly. You won't really grab exactly what they want to say, and so that's one thing that she did really good in that song. There is a clear message there, and we want to thank her for that. And to her management team, I want to say thank you all for putting your hands around her, and with your help, we can see that star, rising and rising. She has a very good voice. The music tells it all. She has a very good voice, and she seems to be a musician who will, sing with a message. And the only thing, I think the beat, is good, but they need a little more tweaking on the beat so that it won't be too raw. Some sound, I don't know too much about sound system also, but I listen to music, and the beat of a music is very, very important. There are some songs that you will listen to, they are in different language, you don't understand them, you don't know what they're talking about, but the way they sing it, along with the beat, you will listen to it every time. So that beat there, they need to work on it a little bit, but her voice is good. The music is good. It has a clear message. I like that.
Mom Dope from Sierra Leone, if you are listening right now, and Stephen Muna from Germany, if you are listening right now. Analysis from Honorable James Yormie on your artist, Mom Dope from Sierra Leone. The song is called Save the Children.
There you
Save
go.
the Children. And Honorable James Yormie, who does not really understand when it comes to music engineering, he nails it. He nails it right to the head of the nail. All right. He said there are clear message in the song. That was 1. 2, the beat, which I agree with. The beat is rattling. The beat is not a lamb. The artist is a sound minded artist who came on a rattling beat and killed it. Thumbs up to that artist. Thumbs up to Mondo. Mondo killed that beat for real. Mm-hmm. But the collaborating artists did not know what to do. The collaborating artists nearly messed the song up, but Mondo still came at the same rhythm, and then she still killed it and make the collaborating artist look good. So thumbs up, and you gave perfect analysis. Thank you so much. Right now, let's go back to the computer and take one more song, and then we'll come back and discuss a situation relating to the Queen and a superstar from Nigeria. Let's take this song from a Liberian kid that is in the United States. He's called Starboy Jr. Okay. And he's becoming a superstar. Let's listen to him.
We need a better word for the children. You might not tell me lies, you might not keep me love me. You might not tell me lies, I said to a man. Man said to a go, man said to a go, man said to a rock, man said to a go.
Featuring Daddy Rock from Liberia,
Man said to a
Starboy Jr. presents a song titled Last.
Consico, I'm a dumb bundle, I can get high. See, I'm a rasta, I'm a delata. Talking about good God, did it and that. See, I don't want to buy my men a gun. And then you see me, you my run. Tell your man to say you on the run. Cause you can't lie, cause you can't lie. See, I don't want to buy my men a gun. And then you see me, you my run. Tell your man to say you on the run. Cause you can't lie, cause you can't lie. So how you gonna lie to me? Tell you where you nice to me.
Teddy Rock,
You wanna lie to me?
coming on this one heavy.
Yeah, you can't lie, say you won't lie. You don't go, not go. I can't check down. I can't check down. But I can't be big. I said to a phone. I said to a phone. I said to a rock. I said to a phone. Man said to a phone. I said to a phone. I said to a rock. I said to a phone.
Yeah, stop doing it, nigga. I feel like a shoe rack in 1980s.
Starboy Jr.
You
You
went
on this one.
and she could pay me. I knew she not around, nigga. You talk stupid, you slap, so don't make a sound, nigga. The beat challenger won't beat me down. She beat her face and I feel like a creepy clown. All these niggas wanna see me down, but I'm up now. And it's like steps, this nigga know that I'm stuck now. I don't really been through struggle, love, and hate. I watch niggas eat on my plate when they already hate. I watch real niggas turn fake. I don't wait and bake, beat these stakes. Now I gotta.
Honorable Yormie, listening to this song from Starboy Jr. and a typical Liberian born in Liberia, did everything in Liberia, who does not speak series. What is your analysis between the series and the local way of speaking our English in Liberia? What is your analysis between these two artists?
It's actually a difficult thing for our artists. The music is nice, you know. I'm a typical Liberian, so I understand the colloquy and all that. Masetu Azar, I heard all that, and the rapping and all that. I heard some of the stuff they were saying. The music is nice. Okay, so if you want to take your music a step further, then you will have to work on some things. You see, the Nigerian, the reason they are just flying and flying and flying up there, you know that there's a Nigerian song that I was listening to, and my daughter thought it was a typical American song. It's because of the way they transition between their accent, and then so they work on their accent in a way that you want your song to be understood by the general public. So that's one thing the Nigerian working on really, really, really well. So most of their songs now, if you listen to them, if you're not careful, you think that you will not even hear the accent there well. I'm not saying that having your accent in the song is bad. No, that's our accent. I mean, but you have to work on it in a way that if other people listen to your song, they should be able to understand what you're saying, even though you still have accent.
So,
all right, but the song is good. I mean, nothing wrong with the song. He did really good with the song. I mean, the beat. They might want to tweak it a little more, but it's good. The beat is okay. They just, All right, let me tell you something, right? You see the boy Papa?
yes.
The popular song he made where he says, if you want to make it to vibrate, something like that.
Yeah, make it to vibrate. Mm-hmm.
If you listen to the song, in that song, everything is coherent. It's in order. So that adds to the music to really the sound is good. So you can see the difference clearly. And then if you listen to the boy that sang Zombie, come on, listen to that sound.
Pretty.
So the sound helps the music a lot. You can be saying the best. You can have the message, you can have the voice and everything. You need a sound that will work with your voice to put your music out there.
Thank you. And you made emphasis on your accent need to work along with your song and the sound, which is one of those things I have said on this platform plenty of times. The way in which you present your song makes you a superstar or degrade you from a superstar position. Yeah. Now, looking at Queen Elizabeth death, there is this superstar in Nigeria. I will bring him on the screen right now. Burna Boy.
Okay.
Burna Boy is a superstar in Nigeria who is like a global phenomenon. He's no joke kind of artist around the world. I think everybody around the world knows this guy's name. But this guy, couple of months ago, he took onto providing information on education in Africa. Burna Boy, when I read on some of the articles that came from his interview, he made emphasis on why the African educational curriculum focuses too much on studying, like the sitting was saying, studying the dynasty of the Queen and European government system instead of us studying our kings and queens back, like Kings Shaka Zulu and all those people. Like if you go to Africa right now, you talk about King Shaka Zulu or Lombia from Liberia, nobody knows them. But when you say Queen Elizabeth, you will see people pointing their hands up. Why? Shoot, if just in case this guy, Burna Boy, was before you, what would you say to him on those statements he made?
If Burna Boy was before me today, I will give him a firm handshake and I will tell him thank you for bringing that up. And in fact, it is something that some of us have said over and over. Why it is true that the education system that we have today, it came from those people, the West and stuff like that. We have African as a whole, we have our own education that is in line with our culture and stuff like that, but we don't focus on it much. We focus much on the one that was brought to us, and as a result we focus more on history outside of Africa. And we talk, like I said, right, the first thing that came from my mouth today when we talk about monarchy, we talk about the British Queen. All right, so it is a good thing that he's saying that we need to tweak our educational system in a way that we should focus more on ourselves. Yes, we will learn science and technology, when it comes to geography, when it comes to history. Why can't we learn more about ourselves? We have a unique history. That's why I appreciate those who take upon their time to work on our history, like the old man that just passed, Joseph Seguanu. He worked hard to put Liberian history together. And when you reading our history, African history, Liberian history, it resonates with you so well. You feel a part of it. You feel that chill. Like when it comes to literature, when you're reading Things Fall Apart, The Gods Are Not to Blame, Murder in the Castle. When you're reading those books, it resonates with us so well. Because those are things that some of us were born in the villages, we were raised there, we know exactly what these things are. So it wasn't difficult for us to understand. But we focus much on the outside. We want to talk about King whoever, in Europe, and it's a whole lot. Our history is focused most on the outside world. What he's saying is true. We should be able to focus on ourselves and let our kids get to know who we are, what Africa is all about, and they need to understand that we have a unique history. So it is an advocacy that he started. And I listened to Akon before. Akon said similar thing, but for him, he was talking about branding, how we Africans should be able to brand ourselves. So it's the same thing he's saying. That's advocacy. So our curriculum should focus more on who we are. Liberia has a unique history. All right. Do we have those pieces of information written down for our kids to learn from? Africa as a whole, we have had kings. In Morocco, we have king, but how many people talking about him? But it's all about the British Queen, right? So we focus so much on the outside world and forget ourselves. It's not good at all for us.
So listening right here in Real Music Studio in Delaware State, United States of America, is Honorable James Yormie. On the other side of America, to be specific, Minnesota, the Twin City, Minneapolis. We will be taking on another song after that song. The song is a foreign song from Togo. So I want us to listen to this Togolese way of singing, and then from there we'll discuss the new king from England, who replaced
It's 14 hours.
Let's listen to this song.
C'est pas mon blé, t'as des millions, c'est pas mon blé. C'est pas mon blé, tu fais ton show, c'est pas mon blé. C'est pas mon blé, t'as plein de potes, c'est pas mon blé. C'est pas mon blé, t'as plein de potes, c'est pas mon blé. C'est pas mon blé, 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 oulala, c'est pas mon blé. C'est pas mon blé, donnez pas la haine. Voilà ce qui te fait, moi tout mon blé. C'est de casser mes chaînes, je suis un schizophrène. Même si tu passes à la télé, pour moi tu restes un ractelé. J'ai pas le terroir pour causer, moi j'ai des thunes à raconter.
M-Land de Togo.
Ah, mon négro, c'est pas mon blé.
Le petit dit c'est pas mon blé.
Mon négro, c'est pas mon blé. T'as des millions, c'est
On vient te présenter
c'est pas mon blé.
M-Land de Togo.
Mon blé,
C'est pas mon blé.
pas mon blé.
Un sachant qui est très très bon.
C'est pas mon blé, t'as plein de potes, c'est pas mon blé.
Si tu m'écoutes,
C'est pas mon blé.
il doit.
Pas mon blé, c'est pas mon blé. C'est pas mon blé. C'est pas mon blé. C'est pas mon blé. Oulala, c'est pas mon blé. On est wa bla bla bla. On est papa papa. On est wa bla bla bla. On est wa papa papa. Je sais que t'as des millions sur ton compte, c'est pas mon blé.
Si tu as beaucoup de problèmes, c'est pas mon blé.
Ma petite à petit, ma petite,
C'est petit à petit la vie.
ma petite à petit, rendre fier la mifa. Oh boy, lélé, nous on vise le sable. Oh boy, lélé, un jour ça va payer. Quand tu mets ça pour te tuer.
Honorable James Yormie, this song is a French song. Even though I don't speak the French fluently like 10 years ago because of America, but I still understand what this artist is saying. I don't know if you understand French, but listening to the instrumental, his composure on the beat, what would you say to him if he was in studio today?
The only French I know maybe will be bonjour, ça va, that's it. I can't go anywhere further. All right. I mean, so like you already said, the song is in French. I don't understand it, so I don't get the message. Again, those are upcoming artists. We want to commend them for the step, the fact that they even, coming out to start these things. I mean, who knows when When Timaya started singing, later on he made a song, and he said when he started singing, people thought he was going crazy. Timaya the Clips, something like that.
Yes, I listened to that song. Timaya popular. Timaya the Clips.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, the father, but where is Timaya today?
A superstar, global.
Superstar. So the fact that those kids are coming up to even take that bold step to make these songs, I want to commend them for that.
Thank you.
It's a learning process. They know they are not there yet. In fact, that's why you now have come up to work with them.
Sure.
Because they are not there yet. They need that guidance. But that song is nice. It's nice. The beat and everything is good.
And thank you so much, Honorable James Yormie. A duo from Togo, if you're listening, I don't know if you understand French. Whatever the Honorable is saying, you should wake up to reality and keep trying. Your song is good. Ta chanson, c'est très, très bien. Tu me comprends? Ta chanson, c'est très, très bien. Ça, c'est on the Real Music Studio, Delaware State, États-Unis. Okay, I just spoke small French to you. Okay, so let's come on screen right now and talk about the new king that just inherited the title from London, England, to be specific. And looking at our curriculum again from Africa, we're going to adapt learning about this new king. What would you say to our Ministry of Education in Nigeria, in Liberia, in Sierra Leone, in Gambia, in Guinea? What would you say to those people about the new king, just in case you were in our position?
When the queen passed, and then I started watching the news, and then they said Charles became king immediately.
Yes.
So the rest of the thing was just the ceremony and stuff like that, but immediately he became king. So I started thinking, I'm like, why is it that some people have a very unique culture and they maintain their culture, and when it comes to us Africans, we trash our culture to satisfy maybe someone else? Why we tend to think that everything about us is not good, our culture is not good, but the culture of another person is good? As I think about it, if it was in Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia, South Africa, and today they're talking about kings and queens, and what you're witnessing in England right now is being, witnessed in any of those countries, even Liberia. The next thing a typical Liberian would think would be like, why should I be worshiping certain group of certain family throughout? Because now we have democracy mentality. We don't believe in, when it comes to empire, having king and queens and all these things. We don't believe in it anymore. We believe in democracy, president. That's it. So think about pronouncing today that there is a king in Liberia. See the number of people that will come up to condemn that. Typical Liberian Africans. They will come up to say it is not a good idea. In fact, we should not be worshiping one family for over 1,000 years, because that's what has been happening in England for over 1,000 years. One group of people.
Honorable.
But yes.
Should Nigeria, Liberia, Ghana, every other African country adapt, change the curriculum now and replace the king name into our normal classroom activity for children to start learning his name and children to start learning the national anthem of England right now? Should that happen?
No.
Why?
National anthem of England is not national anthem of Liberia. So if the kids in England learning national anthem of Liberia, no. So why should Liberian learn national anthem of England? So our curriculum should not be changed to certify a certain group of people. Our curriculum should be changed to certify us. All right. That's where I was coming.
Okay.
So we try to certify other people and kill our culture, which is not good. So we should not be working on our curriculum to say, oh, okay, now that we have a new king, the next talk of the time, by the time you talk about monarchy, they talk about King Charles. Let our curriculum be about us. All right. There are other things that are general, like science. You know, that's general. But when it comes to history, when it comes to geography, yes, you can learn, geography about the rest of the world, but we should know our own geography. All right.
Listening to Honorable James Yormie on the other side of America, he's giving a clear idea on what we should do with our history when it comes to the newly crowned king. He's not saying we should avoid giving the king his respect. No, not what he's saying. He's saying our history should focus on us as Africans. And real music, it is not biased. We are here to promote both businesses, music, and the entire entertainment community, along with politics. Let's go to the computer screen and take a song that it has been trending on this platform for months. And that song is from one of upcoming artists in Liberia. He's called Mr. Vab, right? Let's listen to that.
It's a boy, Mr. Vasu. I mean, I see you, yeah. You back to my back. So I like you, sugar mommy, sugar mommy, sugar mommy. Now the sugar mommy, when I spend that money, spend that money. So I like you, sugar mommy, sugar mommy, sugar mommy. I can party jolly, you know, sugar mommy, sugar mommy, sugar mommy. Anything I want is all you, sugar mommy, sugar mommy, sugar mommy. Now the sugar mommy, when I spend that money, spend that money, spend that money. You got that, it cares you, your palace. And the happy girl make it control me. I never go back, so maybe people say you did overload me. Say you not a fair face, so I want you to come and go my race, you. Then I'm break up and shake up on that. Everybody knows I don't like water. Anybody tell you I swear, go yawa.
Listen to Mr. Vab from Liberia. And there have been lots of upcoming artists from Liberia. And even speaking right now, the most interesting thing is what you see on the screen. Liberia president is even an upcoming artist too. Considering the president and all the other little kids that are coming up, what will you say to Liberian music industry right now?
You said the president is an upcoming artist?
Because he's in studio making songs, and the songs have been distributed everywhere.
So will you work with him as well as one of the upcoming artists?
If I get his song, I will shortlist him as upcoming artist. Yes.
Okay. When it comes to the president, making music and stuff, I will say that first of all, there's nothing wrong with making songs. There's nothing wrong with making music. But I think the president's attention should be to the kids. He has made his mark in the world, in the world of football, and currently he's president of Liberia. So I think the focus should really be on the kids right now. So what he's doing is something that he thinks will inspire the kids. He should be able to invest in the kids instead. So one thing that I feel disappointed about, I know he's the president, but this is someone who came from Gibraltar, like we always say, and he excelled to that level in soccer. And I personally felt that when President George Weah became president of Liberia, soccer was going to boom, and the kids were going to have, you know, place to practice, playing football instead of what we all did over there in the past, because this is what he did. So if he should be good at something, while he's president of Liberia, the first thing should be soccer. So our soccer, you know, in Liberia should be flourishing to the extent that the rest of the world will say, but why all expect now? And George Weah is the president. But unfortunately, we don't see these things. And coming out to be singing songs and all that, I mean, it's not really what the kids expect of him. They expect, since he is the George Weah and now he's in the seat of the presidency, he has now the opportunity to make decisions that will affect the life of the kids, our soccer industry, the music industry, and stuff like that. So focusing on the kids, he should be focusing on the kids instead of focusing on himself making music and people expecting you to listen to his songs and stuff like that. That energy and resources, he should be able to put it behind the upcoming artists, that for them to excel, to that higher high that he did. Because I don't know where he is going with his music. I don't know. But when we listen to Popeyes, when we listen to some of those kids whose music we've played today, we're looking at them like the future is bright for them. So they need that support. So he should be there listening to their songs and giving them that support instead of him, joining them to be, I don't know how to describe him.
Upcoming artist.
As well, an artist?
Upcoming
artist?
Yes.
Upcoming artist. So I don't know how far he wants to go with that, but as president of the Republic of Liberia, his focus should be on the case instead.
Okay, let's see. Another thing that I want you to light on. 2023 comes. He's running for president for the position again. And lots of people in our local communities in Liberia are saying he did nothing good. And lots of people in our local community in Liberia are saying he did something good. His work better and his work not better. Where do you stand?
I am an individual and my vote is one vote. And I have my personal opinion and analysis about issues. It is politics. In politics, especially someone who is president, a sitting president, will have a supporter, a diehard supporter, fanatic. There's nothing you can, say to them to change their mind. So there are people who are George Weah fans. There's nothing you can do about it. And I don't care, how you criticize his leadership. They don't care. They will still vote him. And if they work hard, they might win. But I personally, I'm disappointed in his leadership. We've seen a lot in the country. I did not support CDC. I'm not a seditian. But when George Weah won the election, I was kind of happy because, we all knowing who George Weah is, coming from the grassroots and playing with bare feet and everything that he did in Monrovia, the school he went to and all that. So he lived with the people. He knows exactly what it means to suffer. So my expectation has been, all right, since this guy is president now, he knows exactly what it means when they say the kids are hungry. He knows exactly what it means if the kids really want to play soccer, but they don't have the support. He knows what it means when the people in the villages, their peppers and bitter ball cannot get to town because the road condition is bad. He knows what it means when they say the educational system is not good. the school building, the facility is not good for the kids. He knows what it means because why? He excelled. He went to Europe, America, everywhere in the world. He knows what it means to sit under air condition while in class, and the facility. He knows the difference. There are people in Liberia, because they have not traveled, they might not know the difference. But for him, he has a clear understanding of what it means to suffer and what it means to live the life he's living now. So my disappointment has been he has not really focused on the grassroots a lot, and some of the programs of the government, they are not changing the life of the people at all. The same songs that we sang when we were there, coming up, going to school, is the same song. University of Liberia, nothing has changed about it, and it's still the same. And the educational system, in fact, things are even worse. So I'm actually disappointed. George Weah should be able to change the life of the people, because he knows what it means to suffer.
Listening to Honorable James Yormie on George Weah. George Weah, you have to do better. You have to wake up. You are the president, and you were born, live, play soccer, barefooted, did everything like a suffering person. And you went from a suffering person to other countries around the world, and you know what it means, keyword, to sit on air conditioner. Keywords, to sit on air condition, to sleep on air condition. Nothing can be trade when it comes to those things. And Honorable James Yormie just nailed it. Let's take another song. When we come back, we'll focus mostly on Honorable James Yormie, his life, his career, and who he is as a business person in the business community. Let's take this song. Mr. James Yormie, you can take a break, and we will call you back when we need you. Let's take a couple of songs from upcoming artists around the world. All right? Just take a break. Let's take a 5-minute break. But for me, I will be here. Right now, it's party time. You can check your artists. Let's play a couple of songs before we bring back Honorable James Yormie.
Forget all the things that have been in the past. It's time to come together as well. You got some blame on you. I've got some blame on me.
This song is from Odanzi. It's called Africa Unite.
The people are crying for justice. They want to see change. That I should be. Never run away when you say true love. Never run away when you find real trust. Never play me cool cause I give my all. Every other day is a holiday.
This song is from Trent.
You're not your brain.
Breath Away.
Oh,
Featuring Sammy.
Yeah, you take my breath away.
A superstar in the making.
Yeah, you take
Trent.
Yeah, you take my breath away.
If you want to play your artist song right now. Just drink it before we can bring on Honorable James Yormie. I'm watching the computer screen. Realpapa, Real Music Studio.
Picture rising, heart is beating, heart is beating. Fight.
Contus from Ghana. If you are just tuning in, this is Real Music Studio. Right here in Delaware State, United States of America, with Realpapa behind the mic. In studio today, co-hosting is Honorable James Yormie from Minnesota, the Twin City to be specific, Minneapolis. He is a businessman, a consultant, a man that is helping a lot of people with tax and government regulation when it comes to businesses, with the banking system. Honorable James Yormie. How can we not respect this honorable man? How can we not work with him when he has done so much? If you don't even know, he is the secretary, the general secretary for UNICO, the Nimakante organization in America. Honorable James Yormie, EA. We're going to be asking him what the EA before his name stands for. And we're going to be talking about his businesses, his organization, Honorable James Yormie, his consultancy, what we should be expecting from him. I want to see in the comment section. Let's bring Mr. James Yormie back right now. Honorable James Yormie, if you're right there, come back, please. You still need your help. And here he is, Honorable James Yormie. Right here, listening from Ghana, is Contus with song in Twi, a traditional way of making party song. Honorable James Yormie, welcome back.
Thank you so much.
And right now, we have turned the clock directly focusing on you as a honorable man in America.
Okay.
Who have done so much for our local communities, our people, and the world at large with your businesses, your professionalism, your education, your family, everything. Today, I forgot to ask you this question. How is Minneapolis today? How is Minnesota today?
Minnesota is great, the Twin City. We are here. The temperature is not bad right now because we are where we are. In the night it's a little cool, and then in the day the temperature will rise. So it will be like that until we get in November. As soon as we get in November, that's when snow ready. So yeah, Minnesota is good.
And on the screen right now is your business Facebook page.
Yeah.
As I can see, you have 5,000 followers, and your business is Liberia Task Group. And looking at what we're seeing on the screen right now, what Liberia Task Group is, what it is about.
All right. So when I came to this country, going to school in Liberia, University of Liberia, where I did accounting, economics. There we learned a little bit about tax. When I came to the US and then I saw the tax system here, it caught my attention. So I decided to make it a career. I wanted to dig deeper into taxation to know exactly what it is all about here in America, because always when we're in Liberia, you hear donor money, they will say other people taxpayers money. And then when you see government building bridges, building roads, building schools, and everything government does, they call it taxpayers money. So when I came and then I saw the tax system here, I wanted to dig deeper to know exactly what it's all about and how it has helped, this country and other developed, countries to reach to where they are. So I did taxation and finance. So my graduate degree is in taxation and finance. And when I graduated with a master in taxation and financial planning. So I got into the tax field right away. I was working with other tax groups in Philadelphia when I was living there. I worked with them for some time. And later on, I graduated 2016. So 2017, around November, I got a job with Citibank as a tax analyst. So I was with Citibank up to this year, January. So I was at Citibank for a little over 4 years as a tax analyst. So at Citibank, I wasn't counting money. I mean, I was not a teller. I was not, anything that when you enter the bank, and then the people that you see there, I was not one of them. I was working behind the scene as a tax analyst and we collect government revenues. So, and then, like I said, I left Citibank January of this year, and then I joined TurboTax for the tax season. And I started my own business last year. LLC Tax Group started last year, 2021. And before I started LLC Tax Group, I decided to do licensing, just how the accountants, the nurses will go to school and then they do the state board, and then the accountants go and do whatever, and then they get a license, CPA and RN, whatever license. So the license for tax is called the EA. So if you see right in front of my name there, that's the letter EA. That's enrolled agent. So if you are listening, you can just Google that. You can just Google RS enrolled agent, and you will read about it and you know exactly who an enrolled agent is. So I was able to do the studies, and I did all the tests. I passed it, and I got an EA license. So the EA license enables me to do more than just regular tax preparers that you see around here. All right. So in America, there are three major categories of tax professionals. So we have tax lawyers, we have CPAs, and then we have the enrolled agents. So I am an enrolled agent. And so I started LLC Tax Group last year. Right now, we are a few of us into the business. And like I said, I did that licensing purposely so that we won't be just regular tax preparers around here. We do more than just tax preparation. The license is for other things that just regular tax preparer will not do. The license allows me to do them.
So with you providing these services to the community, and people are watching you right now, and people will keep watching this video many years to come.
Mhm.
And what do you want for people to do with your organization, with your institution? What do you want the common person to do right now?
First of all, I want people to know exactly what we do and what we stand for. And Isaac, one thing our community has struggled with a lot when it comes to taxes is the issue of trust. So they will have people, prepare their taxes and something going on with their refund, something going on with their money. Some people they will file or people taxes and they will call them, they will not answer. You will always hear somebody will say, "Oh, the guy who did my taxes, when I call him, he doesn't answer." And to even give copy of the people tax return to them is a problem. It is a serious problem in our community. So that's where we come in. So because we have seen that those are issues that put pressure on people, we come in to fill that gap. So I've been in the tax filing business for 6 years now, but my business started 2021, sorry. But for the past 6 years, I've been in the tax preparation business since I graduated. So we've come in now to provide that level of trust, to our community. So since we started doing business, there has never been a time that somebody will complain that, oh, I called the tax preparer, I called James for a copy of my tax return. And in fact, we have a policy, 24-hour policy. When our clients call us to get a copy of their tax return, we have 24 hours to give them electronic copy. So within 24 hours, mostly I'm right on my computer when people call and I just send it to them instantly. All right. And the license that we have, Isaac, as you said over there, if anything going on with your taxes that somebody did, but they are not waiting to talk to you about it, you're calling them, they're not answering. The license that we have allows us to talk to the IRS on your behalf. So if you contact me, I can contact the IRS. And in fact, the IRS can tell me what's going on with your taxes, even if I didn't file it. I can tell you everything going on with your taxes, even for the past 10 years. The IRS can talk to me about whatever going on with your taxes, even if I didn't file them. So that's what the license is for. And we do a lot. Like I said, we represent people. That's what the license is for us to be able to represent people like you, Isaac. If you have issue with the IRS, sometimes the IRS writing and there are notices all over the place. You read. Look, every day people call me about IRS notices, and I will, read it to them, make them to understand what they are all about. So if you have issue with the IRS, but you are afraid to fix them, you don't know what to do, you just call me, and I can represent you without you fixing the IRS to say anything. So that's what the license is for.
What the IRS stand for? Just in case we want to know what IRS is.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
What is IRS?
Oh, IRS is Internal Revenue Service. Is the revenue agent for the U.S. government. Just as for Liberia is the LRA.
Thank you. And listening right now, if you don't know, now you know. I will repeat. If you don't know, now you know. A consultant is being born. With real music, we are dreaming along with dreamers, building businesses and influencing businesses, promoting businesses and living according to how the business community is supposed to be living. Right now on your screen is Honorable James Yormie. In studio is Realpapa. And this is Real Music Studio right here in Dali West. Let's take another music and give Honorable James Yormie to breathe a little bit because we're coming for him. We're coming for him. We're not playing. We're coming.
be pro, no, make you do, baby. Give me your hand, make them body go. Alexander Queen, Alexander, baby. Can you step out with it, done, dada? Mavi, say, baby. Say more, baby. Frame, get them, baby. Tell me, in the book. Yola, book. Come on, baby. I'll say something. Fine, classic, no fire, bitch. You know, say my like it. I'm gonna you a bomb. I gotta say fine, sexy, no fire, bitch. You know, say my like.
Honorable James Yormie.
I'm here.
Another question for you.
Thank you.
From your profile you sent us in studio, we our backstage staff went through your profile and they saw some key things that really interest upcoming artist community. At the end of the day, we are promoting the upcoming artist community. You are the general secretary for the Nima County organization in America. I think UNICO or something. They informed me about that. And you are decision maker. And that organization yearly can have conferences, host programs that invite upcoming artists around the world. Just in case we have the opportunity to talk to you directly, to influence a decision for upcoming artists somewhere in Liberia, that a little kid that does not have the definition of their own life right now, and we're trying to give them hope, we're trying to give them future. Will you be able to talk to the leadership of UNICO to bring an upcoming artist recommended to you guys?
Isaac, absolutely. And in fact, those are the kind of people we even like to work with, because when we have our annual programs, we invite musicians. We invite musicians here in the US, and we invite musicians back home, and they come on our program and they sing and they be part of the program. So it's something that is not difficult at all. Like you said, we just need to have the name of the person and then just go in our leadership meeting and have a conversation and then extend an invitation to them. So it's nothing difficult about it. It's something that we do all of the time. We invite people a lot from back home to participate in our annual convention, like government officials, and prominent citizens, people from the business communities and stuff like that. So it's something that is very common. It should not be difficult to invite an upcoming artist that all of us trying to promote. Yes, we can do that. We can make that happen.
Let's listen to the artist that we're supposed to interview today, his song, and then maybe we can discuss if we can look at him from a future star perspective.
Story is great. Every time when I call you, your number is off. Nothing you want me to say. And you say I do this, you say I do that. And I your friend I can say. If you're ready to go, you can back till you leave. And I cannot do you say. I come. Baby, give me chance in your money, let me knock up. Oh, knock up. I want to knock up. Baby, give me chance in your money, let me knock up. Oh, knock up. I want to knock up. Baby, give me chance in your money, let me knock up. Oh, knock up. I want to knock up. Baby, give me chance in your money, let me knock up. Oh, knock up. Baby, give me chance, let me knock up. Yeah, knock up. Baby, give me chance, let me knock up. Knock up. Baby, give me chance, let me knock up. Yeah, knock up. Baby, give me chance, let me knock up. Yeah. It's a little straight. I want to say, hesitate. I took my friend, bro. I feel the head tricks. My father, the poor fight, it's my best shot. I can't make it one time. My father, the poor fight, it's my best shot.
Listening to this song is really a worthy song. It is not the church going kind of song. This song has got vulgar languages in it, describing women, how they look like and stuff like that, which young people that are street going will really run for, and they ran for it on the platform. This song, every challenge we created got over 100 comments, 100 things, and we created over 7 of those challenges around the world. And people around the world made him to win one of the week's competition, which made him the king of that week, and we granted him this opportunity to interview on this platform. He's growing as a superstar in the making. He's really, really good. If he works with Real Music coaching team, our therapist, our professional backstage, our PhD holder backstage, they can help you to be better. They can help him to grow. Now, he lacks what we call professionalism and discipline. Because if he was disciplined, even though he having family situation, he was going to do everything possible to be here. I just saw him in the comment section saying, we should send him a link, and I sent the link, and then he's saying he cannot get on the link. That's not, you are not disciplined. If you were disciplined, you are going to do everything to be on this interview like Star Hunting did. What will you say to him right now? Just in case we are trying to give you opportunity. What will you say to him?
Okay. This artist, I've heard that song before, few times. I don't know him in person. I know you sent his profile to me and I read it and all that. And it's a good opportunity for me to get to know him. And from now on, I'll, continue to follow him. Discipline as a whole is something that is key in any career, in any undertaking. So, not only him, all of our upcoming artists, you want to make discipline a key part of what you want to do. You need to first of all, you need to be a person of your word. You don't want people to not have trust in you if you are looking for help, and if people don't trust you, it makes it difficult, for them to work with you. So, I mean, it's the message is not only to him, it's to every person listening, even including myself. I am a business person, and in business, discipline matters a lot. So you have to be disciplined, and a lot of the time, what kills most of our artists is what we call be hard. The ego and everything associated. I was in church one time, and then a boy that I don't even know, I've not even heard his song, whether he's a musician, I didn't even know. So his friend was talking to him and said, "Oh man, I sent you a message about my upcoming program." So he told a friend, "Oh my man, I'm not ordinary person, right? For you to send me invitation, it should not be by text message." So the friend was telling him, "Man, you and I right here, and we are friends. I'm inviting you to my program, and you're talking about all because he say he's a musician somewhere. He's a Liberian musician. I've never heard his song anywhere. I don't even know him. So people just, you have to, and guess what? The person that you talking to, the way he said it, the friend was really, really mad. He said, "But man, you're a friend of mine, and then you're talking about for me to send you invitation. It should not be by text message. I can even see you. In fact, you should be part of the planning process because you are a friend." So I'm saying this to say people try to jump the gun. They didn't even get anywhere yet, and then bigotry will take over them and all that. So to our artists, all of you upcoming artists, just know that discipline is a key part of what you want to do. If you lack that, it will be a serious stumbling block for what you want to do.
So let's take one more song, then we'll come back to your organization and then get deep into what specific you do when it comes to a business taxation. All right. This song is from one of the winner. He's called Dr. A. Let's listen to his song.
See what I use. That Dr. A. For your head to twist my spine. Anytime I see you, be fine. Oh girl, now you busting my brain. Now you bust my brain. See booty, see face. Look at the evolution. See booty, see face. Look at the evolution. I don't wanna lie, your mama been going on and stuff. You got your eye at it. so great. My boy, when you get in play, you know you get in there. I want to go that way.
If you are just tuning in, this is Real Music Studio right here in Dallas, State, United States of America. The sampling is from Dr. A. Behind this, the other side of the computer is Honorable James Yormie EA, Tax Consulting, Liberia Tax Group, helping local people in local communities around America.
Mommy water, I won't be on baby water. In the end, shaking your sasa. They know that grow with culture. Better be my picking new culture. I will trust me, we are boom boom. Baby, come on, let me.
Honorable James Yormie.
Yes.
This is what I saw on your profile, and I got interested. It means a lot to me. When it comes to, there are lots of people in America who wants to establish businesses, but they don't know how to go about business registration. They don't know between the S corporation, the L corporation, the LLC, the S, and all of those jargons in a business registration and taxation. What will you want people to know about all of these jargons and how they can relate to you as a consultant right now?
Okay, so when it comes to the business world, mostly we think about profitability, and one thing that people don't pay keen attention to from the beginning is, taxes. So I will always say that next to profitability in your business journey, it should be your concern about taxes. So you see, in America, that different business models like the sole proprietorship, partnership, limited liability company, S corporation, C corporation. It's a whole lot out there, and all these are for a reason. They are for legal reason and they are for tax reasons. So all of these different organizations, different business models, they are treated differently when it comes to taxes. So that's why before you start a business, you need a tax consultant. Just how you need a lawyer, just how you need, a doctor, you need, a spiritual father, you need a tax consultant. Because I've always heard this statement since I came to America: there are two things that are guaranteed in life: death and taxes. So if death and taxes are the two things that are guaranteed in life, then we got to take tax issues serious in this country. So when you want to start your business, how do you know, whether your business should be a sole proprietorship or partnership or limited liability company? If it is a sole proprietorship, what are the taxation? What are the tax requirements that you need to be aware of? If you want to select S corporation, what are the business the tax requirement that you need to be aware of? So a lot of people out there, they are not aware of these things. Currently, I'm working with few clients who have serious issues when it comes to business taxes. They have their businesses running, but they didn't know their filing requirements, and they were behind with filing requirement for years. And now when they started to receive letters from the IRS and from the state and other taxing authority, now they're confused. They don't know where to start from. So I'm working with them, trying to fix it, put them on the right path, and then continue on the right path. So when you want to start a business, you have maybe on your mind, you want to do a partnership. You should be able to consult us to tell us, all right, I'm in a partnership with someone or other people. What are my annual filing requirement? What do I need to know about the taxation of partnership? If it's the limited liability company, what do I need to know about the taxation of limited liability company? Sole proprietorship, what do I need to know? It is very, very important. If you don't know, you're going to fall in trouble a lot with the IRS. Like I said, I've seen it over and over. Currently, I'm working with people that we're trying to fix those kind of issues. And how do you even know what business model to take. You might have something on mind to pick, but then when you have a conversation with us and we tell you the tax implication, you might change your mind. And we've seen that over and over. All right. So this is very important. Like if you, okay, not just profit businesses, we're talking about non-profit. Like if you own and operate a non-profit organization, like a 501c3 in America, we call that. They are under that category, 501c3. So if you are a 501c3, maybe let's say there are categories of the 501c3.
They get C4, they get C3.
Yeah, they got 501c, and then under that they have a whole lot of different things. A whole lot. Non-profit is a whole lot. Okay, so if you are a foundation, your tax treatment might be different. In fact, it will be different from like my organization, Unico. Unico is a community-based, 501c organization. It is not a foundation. So the filing requirement for someone who has a foundation, even though it is non-profit as well, but the filing requirement is different. So people need to understand all these things. And there are certain 501c3 organizations that must file taxes every year. So if you run 501c3 organization and you don't know these requirements, your 501c3 status might be revoked, and you're sitting there, you might not even know. The IRS might not even write you because there's something called automatic revocation. So if you cannot meet certain requirements, certain annual filing requirements after certain number of years, mostly it's 3 years, they will automatically revoke you, your status. But you dare thinking that you own 501c3 organization and you are operating, but you don't know that you are revoked. So people need education on those things.
So, Honorable James Yormie, like people going to watch this video over and again in many years to come, just in case they want to get to you right now, what is your phone number?
My phone number is 267-265-7903. I come from Pennsylvania, so I still use Pennsylvania number.
Read that number.
265-7903 is my phone number, and you can easily get me by phone call, by WhatsApp, by Facebook Messenger, and so forth. We have a lot in the pipeline for our customers, our potential customers. Like I said, we help a lot of people, ease the tension on them when it comes to the IRS. There are a lot of people out there, they're so afraid of the IRS. When they hear that name, they want to hide. So as a result, when they even write them, they don't even open the letters to read them. And sometimes it's just a common information the IRS is. Just yesterday, someone sent me letters that the IRS sent, and it was just, they didn't know what they were talking about. It just took me a few seconds to tell them that, oh, it's nothing to worry about. It's just SYZ. So those are things that we do, and we are here to help our community. Like I said, if you never trust any tax preparer, you have to trust us, because we've seen the need for our people to trust tax preparer in our community. That's why we come in, because the complaint is just too much in our community about tax preparers. And I'm sitting here live. Let anybody say James did my tax and then XYZ happened. I'm calling him, he didn't answer, or I cannot get my tax document from him. Nobody will say that to you, because that's why we are here, and that's why we are licensed to do. So we are not just regular tax preparer. We do more than that. Okay, if you are just a regular tax preparer, there are certain things you cannot have access to the IRS, but for us, we have unlimited access to the IRS because of the license that we have. So like I told you earlier, even if I have never filed your taxes for the past 10 years, I can tell you, if you give me the authority, I can tell you exactly what's going on, what has been going on with your taxes for the past 10 years, even if I didn't file them.
Listening to Honorable James Yormie, a tax consultant based in the United States, to be specific in Minnesota, Minneapolis, live from Real Music platforms with Realpapa hosting him. We were here interviewing, trying to interview an upcoming artist in Liberia called C.kizz, and due to family-related difficulties. He was unable to come, but later on, I saw flashes coming from his handles saying he's available, and I sent links. We cannot see him. He cannot come on, and I have been trying for weeks for us to hook up and train him on how to get on the platform. He was too big for me. He and his manager, they were too big for me. So it was about discipline. It was about showing light on how people are struggling with taxation in America and business development, business management, business orientation with the consultant himself, with the honorable man himself, the man that has done too much for his people, the Liberian community, the Nima County community, Pennsylvania, Minnesota. If you don't know Honorable James Yormie, what he does, please, I beg, reach out to Real Music. We will bring Honorable James Yormie back to dig deep into taxation and just test us. You have our handles. And then we will do more research for us to really get into Honorable James Yormie consultancy analysis into his head for him to really bring the goods that he has learned. He can make a master now. You will say that, look, y'all come back. If somebody want Honorable James Yormie to be back, the tax consultant to be back next time, y'all tell me Honorable James Yormie would need you back and we will plan him back. Honorable James Yormie, has been nice working with you in Real Music Studio. I can't throw you for anything. What will you say as your last word coming from you to our people in Liberia? And listen, we want opportunity for our children, our upcoming artists. What will you say to them? Will you give them some promises? Will you give them some opportunities? Will you hook them up? What will you say?
Okay, before we get to that, let me close on the issue of my business, and then I will close on that. So we just want to let the public know that we are licensed to do business in all 50 states. So we are not only limited to Minnesota. The license we have is for the United States. We are, licensed to, we can file taxes for people anywhere in any state, and we don't have to be in the same state. You don't have to even see me in person. So that's the good thing about technology right now. So we are licensed, and we can do taxes, we can do consultancy for people in all 50 states. Just to make that clear. And again, my phone number to my business is 267-265-7903. Like earlier, he put my my business page up. You can follow that too, James Yormie. If you see James Yormie EA, and then you can follow me. There are a lot of things that we have, to do. So it's right there, LLB Tax Group. And we want to expand this business not only to Minnesota. We want to have branches, to train people and make sure integrity. That's the main thing, because that's what lacking in our community when it comes to taxes. People complain a lot. So we want to be that integrity institution, that will train people and they will get into the business, and that integrity will just go across. So thank you very much, Aze. Going back to our upcoming artists, Aze, again, I cannot thank you enough. This is one of the biggest opportunities I have seen for struggling people, that you will create a platform to promote them. This is not anything little that you have started. As we're sitting here talking, you don't know who's watching in the background. You don't know who's listening to those songs. You don't know who will start Googling or even getting on Facebook to follow those kids and follow them to know what they do and invest in them. So, I cannot thank you enough. And I want to encourage our upcoming artists to take this serious. You may not. One thing that made a lot of people to feel, especially upcoming artists, and because there are a lot of us that will always, contact us. They want help, they want money, they want help, they want money, they want help. And what they want to see immediately, if they don't see it, then they get discouraged and they let their career to go down the drain. I want to encourage you all that even if what you want to see today, you don't see it, the fact that you even decided to join in the music industry, it is something that you should continue with. Nothing should distract you, even if you're not getting what you want to get today. Because Timaya didn't start where he is today. he started from somewhere. P Square didn't start, where they are today. They started from somewhere. Davido didn't start. And the little boy who sang Buka, that's just one boy a few years back. He just came up and see where he is today. So we want to encourage you, and we want to say thank you to Isaac. We are here. I mean, if you need help, we can do whatever we can in our weak way. And if not only about money, it's about contact, connection. Like Isaac said, I'm in a position that when we're having annual program, we invite people. So that is an opportunity. So Isaac, again, I want to say thank you so much for the time. This is an opportunity that you provided me to come and listen to you and listen to the upcoming artists. And I want to say thank you for that. Are you still there? Is something wrong?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here, but the camera is tripping because of the network.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm trying to put it back.
I only see myself right now.
Yeah, you can only see yourself. So because I'm operating on my phone, I'm using as the server got missing. So I'm just doing whatever I can do with discipline to get things going.
And Isaac, I'm always available. Anytime you want us to discuss any issue, anytime, let me know, and I will make myself available for us to talk.
Yeah, so that's just it. And Honorable James Yormie, you have been really, really good, and you have taken our side. You have encouraged upcoming artists around the world. I can't trade you for anything. And that free thing you're doing for me now, I don't get money to pay you. I don't have to take all of your time. We've been almost 3 hours now. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So I'm leaving, Isaac.
Yeah, take care. Thank you.
Okay.